Oh, this is Terry. Who do we have on the line?
My name is Lou Robinson.
Lou. Okay, I thought it was Louis. Lou. All right.
Well, it is. It actually was Louis, but for short, it's Lou.
Okay, well, Lou, I can remember both. That's pretty simple. Lou, how can I help you today?
Well, I've watched your videos for about 45 days now, going back and forth. I had went all the way back and just kind of brought myself up to speed with your real estate investment strategies, and watched the current video today.
Hey, Louis, could you speak up a little bit? You got one of those deep voices. I want to make sure I get everything. So could you speak up a little bit louder, maybe turn the volume up? Just to make sure.
Now,
there you go. Now you're out there,
okay.
Right? Okay.
Okay, great. Yeah.
So you've been watching my videos for 45 days.
Yes, sir. I sure
Man,
have.
you need rehab, man. If I know they was that good, I'd be charging, man. Gee, that's better than HBO and Netflix with that channel. All right, go ahead. Thank you.
Well, yeah, it's. I really like your approach to real estate investing, and what really caught my eye is the note buying.
Okay.
You know, I do have a current background in real estate. You know, so yeah, it's just made total sense. But I never thought of the approach that you discussed, which I thought was just great.
All right, so that caught your attention, the note buying. Anything else catch your attention?
Well, everything, the note buying. I'm always looking for a different approach to your wholesaling. But that second note buying, which really caught my eye.
Oh yeah, that's a niche. So have you seen the latest videos I put up? My 23-year-old student and my 60-plus-year-old student, that they're both doing things in real estate. Any of those things catch your attention? My latest ones?
Well, the latest one that I saw was a young 60-year-old retiree who was wanting to do something different with her funds. That's the latest one that I've seen. But the 23-year-old, I don't think I seen that one.
Okay.
But the 60-year-old who was wanting to, I guess, get some better percentages on her retirement funds is the latest one that I watched.
Yeah, we talked about Airbnb on that one, so that was interesting. So, all right, so let's get down to what are you looking to do? Why did you call me? Let's get down to that nitty gritty, because sometimes these conversations, man, they're going a long time, and we'll look up and it's like, man, we've been on it 3 hours. So I just want to get right to it, to the chase. Where are you calling from, first of all?
Well, I'm calling from the Show Me State of Kansas City, Missouri.
So, all right, I like that, man. Show me state, because that's what I like doing. Show me, tell me. Don't give me no fluff. Don't have me sitting in no Toastmaster. Let's get to it.
Right.
Get to the bottom line. So, what do you see for yourself? How could I possibly help you? What's your challenge? We're going to talk about money, real estate, investing, building wealth, estate planning, or debt-free living. Come on.
Right. Well, what my plan is for myself is that I, again, as I stated, I have some background in real estate.
Give me real short. What's your background, so I know who I'm dealing with here?
I have a 20-plus year mortgage broker background.
Okay.
In the real estate business, so I understand the loan process. And doing loans from 1 to 4 units, pretty much a residential loan officer. And I had ran a couple net branches myself as the manager. Okay. And also did some buying, did some holding, did some flipping, so I'm definitely aware.
Oh, you experienced dude. I love it, man. For me, it's interesting. The lady that was 60 plus, obviously she, doing pretty well for herself. 23-year-old, she just getting started. And then you call me with your experience. I'm honored, man. I'm honored that you picked me to call, because if I wouldn't have met your standards, you definitely wouldn't be picking up the phone. So you kind of feel like I got something that can enhance what you already know and do?
Absolutely. I know you do.
Okay. All right. Hey, I love that too, man. That's why I make these recordings. I want people to be on just like you did. Just listen. And it's like, you know what? This dude is real. He ain't, trying to sell. I don't even sell, man. People call me and it's like, I'm not selling. I'm just telling you what I got. And if you see the value, hey, maybe we move forward, maybe not. I wish you the best. And, I'm just having fun, man, after 40 years. I love what I do. So, all right, I can help you. All right. So what are you trying to accomplish where I could be of some assistance? Where would you like to go in this journey?
Well, what really caught my eye is on some of the past students, dabbling with the second notes, the wholesaling as well, funding sources, things of that nature, joint ventures, pretty much exactly the same thing that you do.
Okay. Now, what about my student that made the $1.2 million on a commercial deal? That didn't get you excited?
Yes, that got me very excited. One young guy, I remember you guys were out there in the walking around, and he was showing. I was like, "Wow, wow, that's amazing."
Yeah, man. That's a home run. And I had no experience in commercial property. I just knew the paper side. He went to the bank to buy the building because he was a commercial guy. They said we couldn't sell the building, and they said we'll sell you the note. And he's like, "Man, what the hell is the note?" So he calls me and he says, "Hey, look, I want to go in there and put an offer in." So I said, "Okay, I'll teach you Saturday and Sunday." He went in and made the offer on Tuesday and boom, cleaned up.
Wow.
I'm loving it. And it elevated me. So I love it. That's why I like working with students too, man, working with people because you have so many skills and then mine skills added, 1 and 1 and now becomes 17. And, hey, I make another video. Somebody says, hey, this guy is good at what he does. So, I love it, man. So I have a variety of trainings that I will give you. It's 2 times a week, Monday through Friday. You don't have to let me know which days it is. I train you personally on the phone like we're doing right now. Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, I get off. And it's for a year. 2 classes a week, 8 a month for a year, about 96. Let's make it 100 calls. And that program is $14.95 if you want to do the coaching program. So I throw that out there. I'm not looking for you to give me an answer right now, unless you say, hey, man, Terry, that's it. What do I got to do next? Then, we'll continue. But otherwise, let's stay on, another track, and then maybe I'll hang up and we can discuss it further. But what are you looking to do with me? What do you want me to do? You called me, you got me on the phone. Most people call me and they go, hey, I'm surprised you even answer the phone. I said, I put my phone number out there for a reason. I want you to call me.
And that's different, Terry. That's very rare. Actually, I don't know anyone who does it.
You know why? You know why, Lou? Because I believe wholeheartedly, 100% plus, that I'm the real deal, I'm legitimate, and this helps separates me from those guys that just put up a website and you can't contact them. One of the things when I came up, man, I've always had a mentor, someone to call and talk to. And it was because of that is how I became successful. I was just at one of my houses today and a little earlier, and there was 2 houses on one lot. I bought it in 1999. I went to the houses, nobody was there. I'm a door knocker. I love knocking on doors. I love distress, foreclosures. I love them. And I called my mentor and said, hey, man, nobody's here. What do I do? He says, well, go down and see the tax assessor. I went over, seen the tax assessor, found out where they was mailing their statements to. And I went and knocked on the door and I said, hey, my name is Terry. Is John here? She said, John just passed away. I said, wow, sorry to hear that. I said, but what are you going to do with those 2 houses? She said, I don't even want them. She says, John was the real estate guy. All I want to do is spend time with my grandkids. I said, well, I'd like to have them. She said, you can have them. She didn't ask me for no money. She was $8,000 behind. I borrowed that money from my dad. The first month renting it out because I'm not a wholesaler. I like to make as much as I can. I want that golden goose to just keep laying those eggs forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I'm going to give my girls some eggs so that they have some scraps and some cheese and so they can stack some money, right?
Absolutely.
So I was just over there just now. I bought it in 1999. Here it is, 2021. We talking about 22 years. No, that's more than that. And like 21. Yeah, 1990. All right, 22 years roughly. Because I asked them that one question. And he was available. I didn't have to, call somebody and be on some conference call that was happening on the 31st, and I would have maybe lost the deal. So the mentor, you get the right one. I believe it makes a difference. You go do the work, and, we just see what kind of results you get. Put in the work. I got the mentoring. I coach you. I teach you. I train you. I support you 100%. You're out there in the field and something, you don't know and you need help on, just get on the phone and call me. I don't believe that you can't beat that, because if I just sold you a book and a tape, you'll get lost. My stuff is so complicated, and there's so many pieces, like the Rubik's Cube. You're trying to solve the Rubik's Cube. So when that happens and you get confused, most people will go to the internet and they say, hey, you know what? Terry's program sucks. Terry sucks. His course sucks. Don't buy anything from Terry. And it may not even been my fault.
Right.
It may have been the person's fault. So I learned also that if I make you responsible, Lou, I don't get those negative remarks, because you got my phone number. Why come you didn't call me? If you need a little help. And then also, I get better because of you. Lou, you go out there and blow up, man. I'm going to be your biggest supporter. Like my 23-year-old, she on her 5th deal. Man, we had so much fun on that phone, on that recording. She's giggling, I'm laughing. She's making me laugh, and she's making all these sounds, these bullhorn sounds, man. And I'm like, yes, confirmation that what I got is good stuff.
Absolutely.
So, got me all excited, man. After 40 years, I'm still getting excited about this stuff because it's good.
Best business I've ever known.
Oh, you know what? I don't know why everybody's not in real estate. I just don't understand it. I see so many people doing stuff, but real estate's a proven wealth builder. And you look at everybody that owns some real estate, they doing probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe we all hit losses in 2008, but most people that own real estate, man, they living pretty good. And that's why I got started. I was watching those infomercials, man, when I was young. They talking about, hey, you can have a nice house, you can have a nice car, you can have a nice toys, nice boat, send the kids to college, go on vacation, have money in the bank. I said, where at?
Right, exactly.
They said, give us your visa. I mailed my visa to them and let them just charge whatever they wanted. I said, I want that life.
Right.
All right, man.
Right.
You got to slow me down. I need rehab, man. I have to listen to myself.
No, actually, I enjoyed and loved the business, and I was taught that, if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life.
Absolutely.
And I truly believe that. So, yeah, when you say those late night infomercials, I was definitely that one.
Yep.
The first course that I ever bought was a Carlton Sheets course.
Okay. How about Tommy Vu?
No, didn't do it to the Tommy Vu one.
Okay. I did Carlton also. That was my... No. Carlton was not my first one. It was... Robert? I don't know. I can't even remember now. But I remember Carlton Sheets. Carlton Sheets had been around a long time. Yeah. Did he pass away by chance?
Yes.
Because I heard nothing from him. Yeah.
Yeah, he recently passed away, too, within the last year. Yeah, so it's been pretty recent.
Yeah, I love the gurus, man. I mean, I love every single guru. I love every single guru out there that says, hey, look, you can do this and you can do that and you can make your life better. Okay?
Right.
If you're charging me, I don't mind, because if I go out and I'm successful, hey, that money's going to pay for the education. And they say, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Man, I definitely want the education in real estate, though. In real estate, though.
Exactly. And when Rod LeGrand was hot, he came to Kansas City.
Yeah.
And I went to one of his seminars and quickly realized that I couldn't afford the programs that they were selling in the back. So I decided to give me a pamphlet, sit in the first row, and take every note that I possibly could.
I did that too, man. I did that too. I spent 5 days in Florida with Ron. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was wonderful, man. That dude, he was one guy that caught my attention too, man. Just down to earth and, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this short. Now, have me and you covered the main thing, or is there anything else you wanted to, talk about before I go ahead and end this conversation? I appreciate you calling me.
Well, actually, it's just, hey, I wanted to commend you on the job that you're doing.
Thank you.
You're helping a lot of people. And based off of what I've seen is that the information, I'm excited to get the information. I'm excited to come aboard gain that knowledge that you have and pretty much just be a sponge to what you say to do, and not get in my own way and just follow what you say.
Lou, you keep talking. Let me shut up, man. I've been talking too long, man. I like what you selling. Look, I got my Visa card out now. I'm like, man, what is Ron selling me? Ron, how much is it, man? I'm buying. Hey, you know what, Ron? I love to do. I love to tell people, hey, look, okay, this is me checking you out, you checking me out. And we need to find out if we're a good match and if we can meet each other's expectations. And if we meet each other's expectations, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. You know, some people say, "Well, I want to make $1 million in one day." I say, "Okay, I don't think I can do that." When will I make some money, Terry? I said, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not God. I don't even know what you're going to do, but I'm going to be there to support you 155%. Just go to work. We'll see what happens.
Perfect.
But real estate works, Lou. You know it. I know it. We just got to get it to work for you. It works for everybody else, so why not? Why not take your chance, man? Spin the wheel.
Understood.
All right. Ready. Anything else? Because that was good. Any words of wisdom? You know, your years of real estate. What kept you in the business that long? I mean, what? I'm trying to get some pointers out of you.
What I had, I experienced the 2008 crash, and I was actually doing loans then. And the funny thing about it, I was very experienced in short sales. I was doing short sales before short sales even became cool. And basically, I would purchase a lot of properties through short sale because I was working at the bank, so I kind of knew exactly what the short sale specialist would need to see. I understand the language, I understand the timeline, and when they want the best time to do it, because of Christmas bonuses. There's a lot of things that's in there that the general public may not know. But, I started there, and I didn't struggle during that because I wasn't over-leveraged in the properties that I had. I was only right at about a 60 to 70% LTV.
That's major. That's major.
Yes. And I am a true believer of the Section 8 Housing Authority program. And a lot of investors don't like it, where I'm actually usually afraid of the market renter because of situations like this, and it comes up. But I've never had the government call me and say, hey, dog ate my check, hey, I'm going through some things. You know what I mean? So
it's like this COVID, man. It's like this COVID right now. Yep.
Right.
Hey, you can't collect no rent. It's like, what?
Exactly. But see, if you have a Section 8, which is all it is a government contract.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And the beauty about it is that there's some flexibility and some things in the program where you can turn 3 bedrooms into 5 bedrooms and get a total different marketing play on it, where you're able to purchase properties possibly at a full market value or more. But with the strategy of the Section 8, I had a tenant that in one house, I don't have any longer, she stayed in there for 13 years off of Section 8.
Right.
And I'm pretty proactive in how I would do because how I would handle tenants. I would give birthday cards, thank you cards. I would have a raffle every year for a TV. Just thinking outside the box,
right?
To keep them happy.
Well, you know what I hear, Lou? I hear you got a lot of tools in that tool chest. And, maybe the note business is one that you say, okay, look, a note is just the cousin of the short sale. You already talking to the bank, but now you'll be talking to the bank about, do you want to sell that paper? And then you're able to go do what you already know how to do. So you're going to try to get in at a discount. Maybe that person that you bought the note on no longer wants to live there. So they say, hey, here's the deed. Because you're the bank, you get the deed. Now you done got a house that you didn't have to qualify and didn't check all your credit and all that jumping through hoops. And now you got a property you can work your magic on.
Well, the funny thing, Terry, and I agree with it, and the funny thing about it, when I was doing that process, because I'm used to dealing with asset managers at banks as well, they offered me the note, and I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Wait a minute. Say that again, because see, I know somebody that's listening, going to be listening, that's going to be saying, oh, they did what? The bank offered you the note? Tell them one more time, Lou. What did the bank do?
They offered me the note, and I didn't know exactly what that meant. I said, well, the note, what do you mean? They said, yeah, you can actually buy the note. Because I was strictly coming in to purchase it as a short sale, and make it an offer. And they offered me, said, you want to buy the note? So I had no experience whatsoever with buying a note, didn't understand it. And I said, well, no, I wouldn't be interested at this time. I didn't want to say, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Please explain. So I said, well, not at this time. I may consider it on something else. But the truth of the matter is I didn't know what they were talking about.
That's all right. That's all right. Guess what? Hey, you can always pick it up and always use it as we move toward the future. So, you want to kick yourself because you missed the opportunity. All of us, including myself, have missed so many opportunities. But guess what? Hey, get out there and make some good money in the future. You kind of tell that story, but you'll say, you know what? I kind of missed it then, but I didn't miss it this next time. And I'm going to capitalize.
Absolutely. And that's where when I think back and say, man, if I would have knew you then,
right?
Oh my goodness,
right. I understand. I'm the same way, man. I've missed out on deals because I didn't get it, and then when I got it, it's like, well, okay, let me do one thing. I had a thought. Let me see if I can go back to it.
Okay.
Man, I hate I lost that thought. I think I've lost and it won't come back. It had something to do with the notes.
Okay.
All right.
Those were first position notes they offered me. I remember like it was yesterday. There was an apartment complex, and it was valued at $3.7 million. And they said, yeah, we can get to the note, and you can pay. I think it was like 1 point something million for the note. And I was okay, well, not right, because I didn't understand it.
Yep.
I didn't understand it.
Yep. Let me tell you about the one I missed out on where someone made over $200,000. It was up in L.A. Woodland Hills. And it was on the golf course. It was an ugly fixer. The bank called me and said, hey, look, we got this note. We'll sell it to you. I drove down there. And I think I took the kids to Disneyland or something on the way. And I kept going by that house. I looked at it. And I'm going, wow, I'm so far away from Sacramento. I don't have enough skills. I didn't think about calling the mentor. It was lined up for me. Perfect. I could have bought that note for $12,000, I do believe. $12,000. It was cheap. I actually went back. I passed. They sold to someone else. I went back and looked at the numbers. Somebody had sold the house or refinanced it. And I'm pretty sure the person that bought that note for that 12 or 18 got well over $200,000. I'm like, oh, my gosh. Now, you're talking about losing an opportunity. That would have been my biggest check ever. And I worked on 174 loans with a bank up in Oakland, first loans, valued at $40 million. And the hedge fund offered $220, and we would have made $220. I had to split it with my student. Now, that deal was small in comparison to that one house up in Woodland Hills. So, man, I missed it, but, it helped me in the future because I was able to laser in and focus as I moved forward because, look, you got to take this thing serious. One more thing, we'll call it quits. The Banker movie, you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's an Apple product. You got to watch The Banker.
Okay.
It's about Samuel Jackson and Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
All right. Now, they buy some loans from a bank in the movie. You got to watch it close. And they flip it for, I think, $200,000 profit. And the Senate and Housing Committee said, look, man, you can't be doing that. That's too much money. African Americans, you ain't supposed to be making that type of money back in the 60s and in the South owning banks. But that's what they was doing. They was looking at those banks and, hey, we got this paper, and it's beautiful. They also dwell in commercial properties, and they do a bunch of formulas on the chalkboard. If you're a really geeky guy like me, run those formulas, and those formulas are the real deal. Someone, when they made that movie, I don't know what someone was thinking, but it showed us in a light of affluence. I mean, we looked good, nice cars, and there's not a negative thing in there. Although there's, you can see the racism and the bigotry and all that good stuff back in that time. But this dude, man, was buying properties, and if you really want to know more about him, Google Bernard Garrett and Joe Morris and the congressional hearings, and you will see all the real estate. They bought the tallest building in Los Angeles back in the 60s, man. It's called the Bankers movie, The Banker, because they bought the Bankers building where all the bankers were doing business. You went in there to get a loan, and they turned you down because of who you were. And then you looked around and you said, you know what? I'm going to buy this building. I'm going to make these guys pay rent to me. I said, that's powerful, man. That's the best movie ever.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it.
Okay, quit watching my videos for about an hour, because the movie's about an hour. Quit watching my videos. Okay. Take a break. Okay. We just sent you through rehab. All right. And then hold on tight. I'm going to go ahead and end this call. But, man, I appreciate it. We're going up on 36 minutes. I think that's plenty. Thank you for calling me. I thank you for reaching out to me and, thinking highly of me. I'm honored. I love what I do. So I hope we can get in here and blow this thing up, and me and you make another video of the success you're having so you can inspire others.
Appreciate it, Terry.
All right. Hold on tight.
Bless you what you're doing. Okay.
Thank you.